Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Penberlan Farm, where today we're going to be doing some harvesting. I've already got the harvester over in the field. As you can see, I've swapped out pretty much all the starter equipment for new stuff. Decided not to go full classic, decided to go for kind of smallish equipment, small to medium sized equipment. And the harvester I've chosen is the Claas Dominator. We've got the Joskin Trans-SPACE 5000, the Massey 5613, and everything else shall remain a mystery for now. Because I'm in one of those moods where I want to be mean. So without further ado, let's just get the harvest started. So we got, what, wheat on this field. I have just, as a kind of a full disclosure thing, I have literally just started the game and fast forwarded into autumn because I figured autumn was a good season to start off because we could start with harvesting and mowing and all that good stuff. The money is high because this is effectively a test save. Those of you that watch the small bit on Court Farms will know that I like having lots of money in test saves just in case something goes wrong, so that I can test everything as quick and as well as that, just so I can test everything as quickly as I can. Are we putting out straw? We are putting out straw. So this is the Claas Dominator 88S from the Mod Hub. Most of the mods that I use are from Giant's Mod Hub, just because it's easy to see when they're updated. They're all, you know, it's all one site. And I can always check in game too. There is no IC on this thing, by the way. But it's a nice little harvester, probably bordering on the biggest you'd really want on this map. You might go a small bit bigger, but not that much. I mean, you wouldn't be wanting a 45-foot head on this map. That much is sure. Because, I mean, something's just gone thump. I'm not sure what. It might have been the bottle, actually. You wouldn't want much more than this size header, just because it would quickly get too big for the map. It'd be very awkward to get around the tight lanes and country roads. So I forgot I forgot to turn my Steam overlay off, because it's me. I swear I say that in almost every video, and you know, I really need to start remembering to do that, because there's gonna come a time where I'm gonna have to actually edit out something in a video because somebody has sent me a message that you guys aren't supposed to be seeing. This thing does have mirrors, by the way, although they're next to useless. You pretty much have to lean forward to use them, which I don't think is how a mirror should work in a vehicle, especially in a large vehicle. Like a combine harvester. Have I just turned on the straw cutter by any chance? I have not. I do want to check if this map has chopped straw in a bit, because that's something I didn't check. I don't think I've got chopped straw enabled. But DustyDave did tell me after I did the first look map spotlighty map tour thing that you in fact can muck out the cows on this map, so I will definitely 110% be getting cows. In fact, that's what I'm going to focus the first few episodes towards. Is, yes, I've got the money, but I don't have anything else. I need to get straw, which I'm getting now, hay, which I'll be starting work on the next video, hopefully, and silage. All ready to go, because you know, getting the cows means I'll need water. I'll need them to be fed straight away. And the reason I'm using hay instead of grass is because, and this is a very simple reason, they won't take grass in the winter. So I'm kind of preempting that by using hay instead. I'm going to give this a third and possibly even a fourth headland, actually. So the trailer is too close when I can no longer see it in that mirror. Good to know. So the plan for today is just to get this field harvested, and hopefully we might get baling as well. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. But I would like to get some grass mowing done next episode for sure. And just kind of on a side note, there aren't any streams this week because the bathroom, my house. I've been saying this for the last 2 weeks, but apparently some people didn't get the memo. No streams this week because the bathroom in my house is getting replaced. My desk is directly above the bathroom. My entire room is directly in front of directly above the bathroom, in fact. So there is absolutely no chance of me streaming, basically because I don't know when the builders are going to come, and I don't know when they're going to leave. And I'd prefer to just say no streams at all and work on videos and get progress made in off-camera stuff and projects, which today literally I spent the entire day doing off-camera stuff. But I'd much prefer to do that than to try and stream when there's a pneumatic drill going on the wall, or when there's loud music playing because they're listening to the radio constantly, which I'm not complaining about. You know, they have every right to listen to the radio. I choose not to, but that's my prerogative, and it's their prerogative to listen to the radio. And oh boy, is that's a rough winter on the way. I should say, I haven't rigged the systems mod to constantly give me rough winters. This is just the way that the mod has rolled the winter to be. It's going to be 3 days, 2 of which are identical, which is mildly concerning. 3 days of freezing temperatures and wintry showers. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Let's take the weather forecast down. It's always interesting to see how Seasons plays on different maps, which is why I do it so much. It's not like I play all these maps because, well, number one, I play them because I have them. I'm not gonna lie there, but number two, it's a case of, do you know what? I wonder how Seasons is gonna work on this map. How is this map gonna look when it's covered in snow? And as a minor, very, very, very season-specific complaint, none of these trees are giant trees, so we don't get the lovely autumnal colours. That's a bit of a shame. Also, I think they're more optimized than the older ones. Like, if you're planning on making a map, that's a nice little note to take, is the trees in Sosnovka. And so the reason I'm saying Sosnovka specifically is it's a lot easier to find the different types of tree. They're really, 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 really good because Seasons can interact with them and change their textures. So in the autumn, they can all turn into this lovely golden orange and red and yellows, and it's maybe a bit overbearing at times, and wow, I was sat really far forward. It can be a bit overbearing at times, but at the same time it does look visually stunning. Just gonna... yeah. That looks like there's supposed to be a display there, but it's not working. As it turns out, you can kind of see out both mirrors in this thing. I've been making an absolute fool of myself by... I don't think there's barely anything harvested on that pass, because I got massively distracted. I was just towards the end. The reason that I am in cab and moving the camera so much is because the camera is effectively attached to my head. So when I move, the camera moves. And I've got a habit of fidgeting a bit and not really looking in one direction all that much. So I do apologise if you get motion sick at all. But this is the way I prefer to play the game. In all honesty, this is how I prefer to play the game now, is because I've got a wheel, which, before anybody asks, is a Logitech G27. And I got pedals, and I got a joystick for when I'm doing loader work, which isn't plugged in because I don't plan on doing loader work today. And head tracking just kind of adds to it. Also, that animation's running at like 15 frames a second, and it's getting on my nerves. Is the game locked? Oh, we're running sub 60? I wonder, could it be this harvester is running sub 60 specifically? Or is it something in that direction? I think I have to have it. I think I know what the issue is. I think just kind of looking at the way that it's behaving, I think I know what the issue is. In fact, I'm pretty certain. It would correlate with other things I've noticed on this map as well. Nothing huge, I should add. Just a minor thing that I noticed that is causing frame rate issues. Right, let's get the pipe out, which is this button. Nope. Does help, Dave, if you have the harvester selected when you're putting the pipe out. There we go. We'll hop into the Massey because I don't want to show you the secret stuff yet. The rest of the vehicles and equipment I want to keep secret for today at least. We'll do some third person work with the Massey. Which luckily has, this trailer's got a capacity of more than 10,000. So, oh my god, you can hear the auger running. That's amazing attention to detail in terms of this, but I don't know if you'd hear the auger over the sound of all of the grain coming out. Not 100% sure about that. So that's harvester emptied, we can put the pipe back in. And I've just realised I need to take a screenshot for the video today, so just toggle light in the HUD mode. And we'll put the pipe back out for reasons. I saw that little bit of straw getting picked up. Can't fool me, game. Does this feel I'm not going to windrow up? Or I might. It's just to test the windrower. But what I will do is I will be baling this into round bales. Actually, you know what, you guys can't see the pipe because every time I do this, somebody complains about the pipe being over the crop, which you can't understand. Really don't understand those complaints because, I mean, unless you start ejecting the crops out the pipe, there's not an issue with it being over the crop. Literally no issue. And most combines will have a failsafe where that if there's usually 2 or 3 different buttons you've got to press. There we go. Usually 2 or 3 different buttons you got to press to get the pipe to start unloading. So you can't just have your foot slip and start unloading the crop. Usually. I know some harvesters it is a case of if your foot slips you are unloading now. But some of them do have kind of a lock on it where if the grain tank has recently been emptied and hasn't reached this specific fill level yet, it's not going to unload. This Dominator does look really nice, although I do have a concern that it might just not get dirty, which I haven't... You know, this is my first time actually using it in a field. But then again, the wheels really aren't a good indicator for anymore because I'm using the tire dirt script. Gonna need glance back up, which by the way is what's up in the top right or top left hand corner for you guys, and for me as well. Just got confused between right and left because it shows my sense of direction. The reason I use glance, by the way, is because I can set it to give me an update every half second. I know that Inspector can give you a live update, but it doesn't give the information that I like. Great demand for wool, which we don't have any of. And this just... I don't know, there's something about a Dominator on a small field that looks about right. To me, at least. It'd be better if it was an even older combine, and I'm not kidding here, an even older combine that's maybe a bit smaller. But, you know, about this size is about right for what I see around me every year. They're not big combines, and at most they've got maybe 15-foot headers. And it is grain that's grown around me. I think it's either wheat or barley. It could be... I guess it could be oats. I don't know them to see them, like, but it is definitely a golden grain. If I had to guess, it's wheat. Second guess would be barley, and then oats, rye, everything else. Come after them. And I am kind of on a weird little time limit because I'm recording in a time that I normally don't record in, and I can smell my dinner being cooked, and I don't know how long I'll have to record. So I'm kind of keeping an ear open for my name being shouted because I'll have to run. And worryingly, it's like it's going to be shouted soon. But we do have this field harvested, which is always nice. I will run and get the baler. Which I honestly wasn't expecting this harvest to take 20 minutes. I was expecting it to take an entire video, not just, hey, we're gonna harvest today, hey, we've harvested. Okay. Yeah, that works. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about a nice, quick, easy harvest. It's just occurred to me that I might be using the wrong mouse. It's literally just occurred to me because there's a reason that I say that. The mouse that I'm using now has a really short cable, and I need the mouse to go really quite a distance for me to use the actually, let's do that. You can see over there what I'm going to be using next. Perhaps if you eagle-eyed, you will have noticed it. We're going to bring the combine back to the yard and grab the tractor that we're going to use. I'm just going to leave the Massey in the field until we actually need to move it. The combine is big and definitely does actually need to be moved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the combine into the shed over here, and you can see now that there's a bit of a theme running in the equipment I've chosen. I've chosen the wrong shed also. Is in fact this shed here, right beside the shed what I did pull into originally. Because this shed, or that side of the shed, is the grain store. This side of the shed is the vehicle store area thing. Let's pull up. Turn that off. Hop into our tractor. I've got head tracking now disabled pretty much because I'm listening out for things from downstairs. Namely my name being called. Because I will have to run for dinner when that happens. It's going to be like steak and potatoes and deliciousness and gravy. Yes. So for baling we're going to use the Kuhn FBP 3135, which hopefully will work with straw, because I haven't tested this. For the wrapper portion of the baler, I'm going to actually have to open this, good lord. Maintenance required. Why is there maintenance required? Need to unfold the baler. Load the pickup. And turn the baler on. Oh, I don't have the PTO attached, that's why. Turn the baler on. So let's see if this thing works with straw. It should, and it does. Lovely. I should in theory be able to drop 2 bales, one behind the another as well, which is actually going to make collecting them a lot easier. Let's see how this works. There are 3,000 litres in the very first bale in this. And for those of you wondering if I've got the Kuhn DLC, are you still wondering? Oh, that's magnificent. You can actually drop 2 bales back to back. That is beautiful. GG Giants. So, I didn't do a first look at the DLC, but I'll give you my first impressions now, because, you know, I'm using it. And pretty much all the equipment is Kuhn DLC. I think in fact, almost all but like 1 or 2 things that I don't have DLC for, but everything is kind of Kuhn themed on this map. That's really nice. I like that. I don't like how the bales are just running off on me, but okay. They planning on stopping anytime soon? Sometime this week would be nice. Also, a secondary thing about this bale wrapper that I do very much like. You'll notice that they place the bales down on their sides as opposed to on one end, which I really genuinely like, because it's always been kind of an annoying little thing that the Ursus wrapper plonked the bales on one end. Because I've never seen silage bales stood like that in the field. Never in my 25 years have I seen that. They've always been, if it is bale silage, which is still kind of relatively new compared to chopped silage, it has almost always been, in fact I think it has always been just bales stacked back to back like that. So let's see how we do here with the second bale. Will they roll off again? Is my question. The answer is probably going to be yes, considering where we've stopped. Let's see what happens. Yep, they're on a bit of a roll. Or is that bale just rolling farther because of reasons? Oh, that's beautiful. That is genuinely beautiful. That's... yeah. I approve. This machine's got the Dave seal of approval. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm one of the only people who's going to be making straw bales with this thing, as opposed to silage bales. Because almost everybody's going to want to make silage bales with this to show off the fact that it wraps as well. Meanwhile, here I am using it for straw because, hey look, I can make straw bales too. The only issue I have with it is that it's not a non-stop baler. But you do have to stop when the chamber is full. But perhaps somebody will write a script so that this thing magically gets the ability to be a non-stop baler. A continuous baler, that's the word I was looking for. But yeah, I'm honestly very impressed. I should mention the plough that we have on this map, because I do have forced ploughing on, is the Kuhn Varimaster. However, it's a modded version that it has 5 furrows and there's a little mouse control on it. So you can change how wide the moldboards are apart, which is a really nice little feature. Like, that's something that I genuinely like, because they're not... You know, there is a hydraulic system in that plough, so you can, in theory, move them. It's just something Giants never did, and to whoever made that mod, thank you for making that just a bit more realistic. I say as I roll over a bale. Can I use that bale to stop the other bale, perhaps? They're all kind of congregating in that one spot. I've made an absolute hames of that. I am doing so well. In fact, I might actually take a second picture. Yeah, I'm going to take a second picture at the end of this. As an actual thumbnail. The first one probably going to end up on Instagram, because I did like that picture. But what I will do is I will finish this off camera, just to add to my little work, my little pile of off camera work that I've promised. I may leave this and just do it in a stream next week. I will do this off camera, and I will leave you by saying I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Penberlan Farm. I almost forgot the name of the map. I'm sorry, DustyDave. I am ashamed of myself. Until next time, stay safe, and goodbye.